know what time it is. We talking about apocalyptic tsunamis. That's right, water that's gonna cleanse this earth. We talked about the fire. Now it's time to talk about the water. We talking about all the elements. Use an avatar, black man and woman. Tap in. Tap in. Will apocalyptic tsunamis clean this earth of the Western man's poison? That's right. That's right. And it's been prophesied. And he knows this. That's why you see it in the movies. What was that one movie? 2012? Was that the movie 2012? Yeah. Yeah, their time is coming. But the planet needs it. The planet needs it. Mother Earth needs it. You didn't poison the damn oceans. I mean, you got to think about what these people done. Black Power family, you already know. You got to think about what these people. Man, I see videos, literally, where they didn't put so much garbage in the ocean. It washes up on the damn shoreline. And I'm talking about, man, it should literally, man, listen, motherfuckers should get serious time where you so nasty, you so disconnected from the cosmos that you will pillage and plunder a blessing beyond blessings. But the fact that we are here, you feel what I'm saying? To exist and be given this planet to live on. And somebody that's so detached from the cosmic order to where they don't even care. They fuck up the ocean, the waters. They put, do you notice like all the factories was built near waterways? Because they got to have that water coming in and out of there. You feel what I'm saying? And they leave the poison and even while they in the factories, and they push poison out into the rivers, they don't give a fuck. They do not give a damn about plundering, pillaging, and poisoning Mother Earth. And so that's why these tsunamis, they need to come and literally just move everything on the earth. Just cleanse, get down in. We need apocalyptic tsunami. Y'all better get ready. Y'all better get ready. Y'all better be one with Mother Earth. You better have an understanding that this is coming. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a way of living on water too. You're gonna have to go up on higher heights. You know what I'm saying? That's just like when I was in Ethiopia. I went to Lalabella. You know what I'm saying? Man, Ethiopia is mountains anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's all Ethiopia is. Where you got some areas that's lowland. But a lot of Ethiopia, and that's crazy because Ethiopia it has so many crazy dynamics. You see what I'm saying? Because Ethiopia is literally the highest country in Africa. The height. You talking about the mountains, but you also got the Rift, the Great Rift Valley, and that's where the earth then pulled away, right? And it's sunk in. You know what I'm saying? And so I went in the Great Rift Valley, right? And so you ride and you look, and it seemed, and you could, when you ride, you might not realize, but you can feel it. You know what I'm saying? You ever feel like, you in a bowl. You know what I'm saying? And so you ride and shit, and you look up, and it look like it's mountains, right? But really, when you look at the height of the mountains, that's really sea level. It's sea level. You down in the earth and shit, right? But it don't look like you down because you can still see the sky. You got the highway going. Hey, we back live. It went off, but you can feel it. They tell you, no, that's it. And when they tell you, man, you is seriously in a bowl. And I'm talking about a deep bowl. You know what I'm saying? And so, but at the same time, you in the Great Rift Valley, when we was in Lalabella, we was so high up in the mountains, it's ridiculous. They say Lalabella in Ethiopia is the most remote city on the planet outside of Tibet. You see what I'm saying? You know, over there, Shangri-La, Tibet. You know what I'm saying? So we landed on the mountain. Man, we were so high up. They got damn airport landing pad on the mountains, up high and shit. And then when you land, you know what I'm saying? You get on a bus and then you keep going up. You know, but by road, you know what I'm saying? You drive up and then you just keep going up. Everything, and when you finally get where you at, I was up on the mountain and you could look down, all the way down, damn near to like ground. Man, we were so high. Literally, it's like literally being on in two damn skyscrapers. That's how high up you is. And at night you can hear the damn monkeys, the lions. They come out and you can hear them at night. You hear them goddamn lions and roaring and shit, and you can hear the monkeys, you know how they sound. And so, but to say that, what I'm saying is that the flood is going to cause our people to move up into the heights. You know what I'm saying? Or you going to live on water. You going to live on the water. You're going to have to find a way to live on water, which is going to cause you to tap into your aquatic cosmic knowledge. You see, and we've done it before. It's prospects of the solar cycle. We done lived in the age of fire. We done lived in the age of water. You see, Earth. You know what I'm saying? Which is, the ground. With the earthquakes and shit. And we done lived through, the trial and error. Because you got to imagine when the Earth was pulling apart. You got to understand when what they call Arabia pulled away from Africa. You know what I'm saying? Well, it really didn't pull away. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the Great Rift Valley, it sunk in. It sunk in. It really didn't just pull away. That earth in there, cracking, it fell in. And once it fell in, once it fell in, the water rushed in there and filled it up. How it happened. But man, the earth is healed. That water is healing. That water is healing. It needs to cleanse the soil. It needs to cleanse the soil, get down in there and get in the elements, pour. And the earthquakes is there too. That need to happen. You know what I'm saying? So you could get some of the, that rich, because it's turning. You know what I'm saying? You got to get it turning it. Get some of that rich at the bottom to come to the top, because they didn't pillage the top soil. So when that water gonna come in here and turn that soil too, and bring all that rich minerals to the surface, and that's what we need. So know that the tsunamis is coming. You just better make way. You better have something to get. You better have you a Noah's Ark. You understand what I'm saying? And be prepared. How would we live like How would we live? That's something we got to discuss. You know, don't wait till you look up and see the tsunami. Don't do that, because it's a wrap for your ass. You feel me? Yeah. Keep their ass on, yeah, but smash their ass, Ray. Don't let them, fuck all that. We ain't got no time. You feel me? We on a divine mission. Any of them naysayers, cut them. Get their ass up out of here. We ain't got no time to entertain nothing. You feel what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all, family. We in, we out, but we coming black. You feel what I'm saying? I want to tap into the cosmic order, today. But we coming with some, yeah, we coming. We got to tap into a lot of what's going on. You feel me? We gonna tap into that too. So don't worry. I'll be black. I'll see y'all in a minute. Click the link down in the chat, Patreon. That's right, generalseti One Stop on Etsy, and you know what it is. You feel me? See you in a minute, Black Power.